Welcome back, dear students. In previous video, as you all know, we discussed what is constitution and why does a country need a constitution. From this video, we will be starting key features of the Indian constitution. So let's move ahead with the first topic. First is federalism. Now, in general language, what is federalism? Federalism is that type of government in which the powers or decisions are given to a certain government, whether it is a state or a central government, to make laws or policies for the people. So, like here it is written, it refers to the existence of more than one level of government in the country. These are at the state and the central levels. Citizens are governed by laws and policies made by each of these levels of government. As you all know, there are three levels of government in India. First is central government, second is state government, and third is Panchayati Raj. Constitution contains list that contains the issues that each government can make laws on. Okay, and also government at all levels draw their authority from constitution itself. All people in the country is governed by the laws made by the central government, state government, or in the villages by Panchayati Raj. Second is parliamentary form of government. As you all know, Indian constitution guarantees universal adult franchise. Now, what is universal adult franchise? It means that people elect their representatives directly and also contest in elections. The elected representatives are accountable to the people. Means the form of elections in which we elect our representatives and they contest elections and they are accountable to the people for whatever the decisions that the country makes for its citizens is known as parliamentary form of government. Next is separation of powers. As you all know, there are three organs of government. First is legislature, second is executive, third is judiciary. Now, who are legislature? Legislature refers to our elected representative who makes laws. Those who make laws are known as legislature. Executive are those person in a smaller group of people who are responsible for implementing laws and also running the government. Means laws are made by legislature, but its execution and implementation is done by the executive. Third part is judiciary. Judiciary refers to the system of courts in the country who settle disputes and make sure that the laws are obeyed. The constitution states that each organ should exercise different powers. This ensures check and balance of power between all the three organs of the government. Next is next is six. There are six fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution. Those are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to freedom, and right to constitutional remedies. So, first is the section on fundamental rights referred to as the concise of Indian Constitution. It means it protects the citizens against the state as well as the other individuals. The Constitution also guarantees rights for minorities, the people who are less known as minorities against the majority, and also the constitution also has a section called directive principle of state policy. What does the directive principle of state policy means? It ensures socio-economic reforms and it also serves as a guide for the people. Next is secularism. What is secularism means? It means that the state does not promote any one religion as the state religion. Means no religion shall be given that much importance as other religion feels low. A secular state is one in which the state does not officially promote any one religion as the state religion. That's why in the Indian constitution, first it is mentioned that our India is a secular country. The constitution plays a crucial role in laying out the ideals that would like all citizens of the country to adhere to, including the representatives that we elect to rule us. Adhere means to follow. Constitution has been changed over the years to reflect new concerns and the politics that involves a change in the fundamental nature of the country. Means the constitution has been refined so many times in order to meet the new changes in the fundamental nature of the country. Hope you understand this video. Thank you.